watching me? Well, I am Niharika and you are watching me on Skillopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world. So people, do you agree with me when I say that our time, our energy and our interests are all limited? Do you agree? But often you find it difficult to say no to things that don't even align with your goals and priorities of life. Sure, there would be millions of reasons to why you think yes serves you better. Possibly you would like to leave a good impression on people, or probably you just fear of letting someone down. In return, what happens to you? Well, you lose out on yourself and of course that unnecessary stress that you gotta deal with. Well, you can do something really simple. Say no to eliminate the stress. I mean, if you want to live a better life and become a better person, now is the time to say no to certain things in life. So in today's session on Skillopedia, I'm going to help you with certain things that you got to say no to so that you live a better life. Well, let's begin this session now with me sharing something about a friend of mine. Well, it's related to health because health is important. I mean, your body comes first. Now, he's a good friend of mine and who is doing extremely well in his career right now. But he always was a very big foodie. I mean, he could not say no to junk food. In fact, I used to call him a trash can. Like, he was like my trash can. I used to get done eating my sandwich and those last bitty pieces, I used to be like, hey, I am full, please finish it for me. And he used to finish it for me. But then, imagine what happened. He gained too much of weight. Now, I'm glad that he realized and he started to exercise and just said no to unhealthy choices. And of course, he dropped a lot of weight. Now, he definitely has more energy, he is more focused, and of course, feels a little more confident. Especially when he goes on his business trips. I mean, he loves meeting new people. He loves giving presentations to different corporates. So the reason I shared his story with y'all is because I want you to say no to all the unhealthy habits that you have today. I know it's going to be difficult, but trust me, you can't even imagine what difference will it make. Well, here's the next thing that you gotta say no to, being a doormat. Stop letting people walk all over you. You know, you hate it. I mean, it just drives you crazy. And after it happens, what do? Well, you will end up spending the next whole day or your week just complaining about it. Now, there are times when a friend or a family member might really need to lean on you and probably a little heavier, but that just happens sometimes. I mean, you can go help them, but not always. If these patterns are pretty consistent, this means that these people are taking you for granted, and it's time for you to do something about it. Start saying no to being a doormat. I mean, you are not a doormat. You are a human with feelings. So start being treated like one. Use your voice. It's so important. Remember that one thing you have to say no to is when people just take you for granted. Use it when people who try to step all over you. Just put your hand down or put your feet down and you're like, enough of it. And trust me, saying no to these things, well, it will really make your life so much happier. Next one is saying no to requests that don't match your priorities. Now, in order to say yes, if you let go of your priorities, then you are harming your career. Yes, you are committing yourself to the task that you're not even supposed to do. I mean, it's not your purpose, it's not your priority. I mean, sure, people influence your decision with possible opportunities. You might even obtain and say that, okay, it sounds interesting. However, just because it sounds good, it's not necessary that it's going to provide the best of contribution to your responsibilities. So people, if you want to have a proper vision in your life, you gotta get saying no to these things. The next one is toxic relationships. Now people, there is no room for love and success if your room is full of negative people. People who are absolutely dived into that negative world, filling you with the awful things that you're not supposed to even say, that's not going to help you to work on your goals. I mean, opinions matter, but such negative opinions just spoil things. Now, these relationships include romantic relationships, friendships, or even business connections. Toxic people will always keep you off track and they will make your life unenjoyable. So it's time for you to get that negativity out from your life, because if you want yourself to grow in life, keep these negative people away. So guys, this is the last one from me, but I know most of us do it. Please don't do it. I know it's difficult, but yeah, I am talking about gossiping. Talking about people is just so stupid. Are we so bored in our lives that we must talk about other people? I mean, why to dig dirty? It is necessary? No, it's not. Gossiping is toxic. It's negative. It definitely creates negative energy. How on earth do you plan on having a happy and productive life if you keep gossiping? Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you don't want these things to run through your blood. So stop doing it right now. It makes you look ugly. And keep something in mind, people. The people you sit around and you gossip with, there are chances that they are talking about you too. So, stay away from gossiping. So guys, just because I mentioned these 5 things that you need to say no to, doesn't mean that you will always have to say no to these things forever. I mean, yes, life has seasons and some are busier, some are not, some are amazing, some are not. But you don't want to be that snooty, stuck-up person that people make fun of. So my point is to make sure that you are doing things that you want to do and that really leads you to the best of success in your life. Even your troubles, I mean, just take care of it. Take a deep breath, embrace the challenge, and say no to these things that I just mentioned. And have faith, it will work out exactly how it's supposed to. So now, smile you guys, and I will be back with a new session. Hope you really enjoyed this one. And if you did, then do subscribe to our channel. Well, it's called Skillopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world. Well, do you agree with me when I say that our time, our energy, and our interests are all limited? Do you agree? Well, more often, shit. Now let's begin this session with me sharing something about a friend of mine. Well, the story that would really help you to understand what you're supposed to say no to. Now, it's about my friend who really was into too much of junk food. I mean, he was extremely... Stop. We have to look for a different place.